Clinton Jaws, don't subscribe. You probably don't even want to watch this episode. I'm just doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it. I know it's not going to get any views. There's some things that I should stay away from on my YouTube channel, and politics is one of them. It's not getting me anywhere, but I feel like I got to talk about it. And I am one person that should not be talking about politics. I don't know enough. I guess I just like talking about things that I find really odd and wrong and weird, even though I know nothing about politics. And this is going to make me look kind of dumb. I'm a dummy. I'm going to tell you a dumb story what I did today. Oh, by the way, I'm back on TikTok. Don't look me up right now, though. It's not going so good. It's funny. Like I uploaded a video the other day, 2 videos. And I was on TikTok for a month, and then TikTok banned me. I had 35,000 followers, millions of views. One video had 2.5 million, another video had 1 million, and they just canned me. The same video that had 1 million views stopped at 600. Not moving at all. 605. The other video, the first video that I put up, stopped at 600. There's something with TikTok and 600 views. Anyways, it's not going so good. Like I said, I just got to tell you what I did. I wasn't going to do a video about who are you voting for and all that stuff. And I wasn't going to sit here and go, you should vote for this person. I didn't want to put out a video putting down. I don't care who you vote for. You vote for whoever you want. So I wasn't going to do a video promoting on who you should vote for. So I didn't put out a video before. I voted today. Yeah, it's Monday. It's 5 o'clock Monday. And it's the first time I ever voted. I know. Is that bad to say? I don't know. And my vote just doesn't feel good. I don't feel good about my vote. I feel like I voted, the guy I voted for, I don't even like him. He doesn't even really, I'm not getting this election. But the reason I voted for him was because I didn't want the other guy to win. And I've been watching this election since our brothers, the Taliban, took over Afghanistan. And I'm not getting it. It doesn't make any sense. They do 3 of these meetings, these conferences. What do you call them? Debates? 3 debates. 2 are in French. In Quebec. I got nothing against Quebecers. But this entire Canada, they do 2 over there. Does this make any sense to you? And one debate in English. And who's debating? Do you see all these people? Who are these people? Why isn't it just between 2 people? It's just like they got a bunch of people up there talking about nothing. What are they talking about? Oh my God. The same thing over and over again every single time, right? Abortion. How many abortions should people have? Climate change. COVID. They talk about nothing that makes me... Who gives a rat's ass about climate change? How is that going to benefit me? Climate change. Aren't you getting a little tired of hearing about climate change? And does it make any sense that why aren't they focused? Why aren't they talking about the things that they can fix? Like they're not going to fix the climate. Canada, you're not going to fix the climate, okay? The climate means the entire world. Why do they think they can, there's no plan to fix the climate change. What's the plan? There's no plan. Canada's not going to fix climate change. But yet, during these debates, that's all they talk about. Climate change and COVID. It's almost like Trudeau needs COVID. He needs COVID to be around. And I'm going to get to this later, but why the election was called. If he doesn't have COVID, I don't know. I got some things in my head that I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to make sense of them. But I'm not going to fix the world. Fix the world of climate change. There's no plan to fix the world of the climate, Canada, okay? It's impossible. So I am disgusted. I'm embarrassed. 2 things. Maybe you guys can tell me. Maybe you guys could make it make sense because I don't get it. You have the prime minister sitting around and he decides to call an election. He already won. This is Canada. This is how bizarre it is to me. I don't get it. He already won. And he's calling an election. We need an election. Does this make it so I can win again? And I'm sick and tired of seeing the media. The media's out there saying, oh, it's close. It's a close between O'Toole and Trudeau. Oh, it looks like he's up a bit. O'Toole's not going to win, guys. Okay? It's not going to be even close. Trudeau's going to win. A guy who gives out all this money and brings people into Canada, there's no way he's going to lose the election. Even though I can't think of a good thing that he's done. He can't even answer a question. So why does he? I'm getting excited. Why would he call an election? I don't know, everybody's saying, oh, during a pandemic. But whatever, like, why would he? How about calling an election during Afghanistan? He calls the election the day the Taliban take over Afghanistan. Now, if you're not grossed out, if you're not sick with that, I don't know, haywire. While Canadians are trapped in Afghanistan, and he calls an election, and he says, his words were something like, we're going to do everything we can. We're going to do everything we can to get them out of there. Well, he runs around all the provinces trying to win an election. He's not doing nothing. How embarrassing is that? Are you embarrassed to be Canadian? I'm a little embarrassed to be Canadian right now. I'm told he called the election because, okay, it seems obvious to me. Back when he was thinking about calling the election, the polls told him he would win in a landslide. And he'd get this thing called majority government. And that's a big deal, I guess. How can Canadians, I don't understand, vote for this guy who's already won, who calls an elections? It costs something like $600 million for this election. While people are fighting for their lives in Afghanistan. While COVID is happening. More power. He wants more power. It's sick. It's sick in the head. It's deranged. And who is this guy? The only reason he became prime minister was because his dad. Wife's listening to me. The only reason he wanted... Okay, I'm not going to become prime minister. I don't got the smarts for it. Either does he. He doesn't have the smarts to be prime minister. He is a drama teacher. He's an actor. He's a failed actor. He wanted to act. That didn't happen. How else can I become more famous? I try to become prime minister, even though I don't have a clue at what I'm doing. He doesn't have a clue at what he's doing. Man, climate change? You're going to fix climate change when you can't even fix a water problem on reserves? The easiest thing to fix in the entire world. They're boiling water on reserves. He can't fix it. He thinks he's going to fix. We focus on fixing things that we can't fix. And then the little things, he doesn't fix when they're so easy to fix. And I don't know even these guys, what they're talking about, abortion and climate change and COVID. And how about Alberta? How about fixing Alberta? I mean, what O'Toole, who I voted for, okay? What's he going to do for me? What's he going to do for everybody? It's almost like he's just kind of a spin-off from Trudeau in a way. There's not much of a difference. I just want cheap groceries. That's all I want, okay? How about that? Why can't somebody run to be prime minister and say something like that? Hey, you know what? Cost of groceries are insane. We're going to do something about, how about that? How about the cost of booze? Booze is free in America, guys. That would help me out a lot. If we reduce the cost of booze, like stuff like that, why can't a guy, just a normal guy, get out there and go? It's going to be nothing but pipelines. Free booze. Cost of milk is going down. Climate change? Abortion? Wacky. And I guarantee you, it's still Monday. He's going to be elected again. And could you imagine if he got elected with a minority government still? Isn't it something like that? Am I saying that right? What has he done? He's right back to where he was. I'm puzzled. I don't get what's going on in Canada. So this is what I do. I go and vote today. And I remember I never voted before. I go up to the hall wearing my mask. Guy gives me a piece of paper. It's a ballot. I've never seen a ballot before in person. And I go to my little booth, and I'm looking at this ballot. And it's like, there's like 4 or 5 lines on there. I'm like, what the hell is this? I thought they would just be... I don't even see Trudeau's name on it, or O'Toole's. What the hell? There's different people's names on this ballot. And I'm like, I don't know these people. New Democratic Party, and there's a Green Party. It got somebody's name there. There's a Maxine guy or girl. And I'm like, there's no O'Toole. I almost said to the guy that's sitting down at the ballot booth, like, who do I vote for? Like, I don't get this. And right at the bottom, right at the end, it said something about conservative. I'm like, okay, I guess I know O'Toole is. Kinda. And so I tick that off. And I call up my mom. I'm like, Mom, did I vote properly? Like, why aren't these people's names on the ballot? I know I look like an idiot, but I feel like it's a fairy tale world right now because I just wasted some time, not a whole lot of time. I don't got much to do, but I shouldn't say I wasted time. But I did. I wasted time. I guess I voted because I talk about it a lot. Even though I don't know what I'm talking about, I voted because I can now say I voted, okay? There you go. But I know it's not going to do a thing. My vote, I know if everybody thought that, I know all that. Trudeau's already won. So it was a waste of time. The guy has spent something like, and I might be off, but something like $400 billion in the past year. The deficit is something like $1.7 trillion. I read his liberal plan. It's nutty. And the reason why I couldn't vote for him, because there's some kind of bill going into law. Well, there's a lot of reasons. But there's a bill going into law where he can limit what you say on the internet. They call it hate speech, but they don't really define the word hate. Meaning, I can't go on here and go, I hate you. And I feel he's trying to limit it. He's trying to control it. And they're going to control it by throwing this bill through Congress. We got a deficit we're in debt like that. And you just know it's going to do something in the future, a couple of years down the road. You just know it is. And in his liberal plan, something like 28 times he says the word racism in it. Systemic racism, deficit comes up twice. How is climate change, abortion, COVID, and I don't know. I just don't know how talking about abortion and climate change and COVID and guns, how is this going to help me? He's going to give billions of dollars to provinces if they ban handguns. Something like that. I don't want him banning handguns. I want a handgun in case a bad guy comes into my house. He wants to ban them. There's absolutely no reason to pick this dude. But yet he's going to win. Bizarre. Really weird. There's so many great people in Canada that can be prime minister, and we don't allow it. The guy can't even answer a question. Crooked. It feels crooked. It feels wrong. It doesn't feel right. And what I did today didn't feel right. Voting for a guy just so the other guy hopefully doesn't win, which he's going to. That's what I did today. That's what most people, well, that's what a lot of people did today. We got no options. The opposition is not welcoming. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think that's all I'm going to say. I got it out there. I was sitting upstairs and I thought I'd come down and just talk about how much of a tool I am when I went to vote. Bye-bye. What's that?